Hey folks, hey, I got a question the other day that I think a lot of people are interested in hearing my answer. And it was, hey Joe, I'm with a financial advisor, assets under management, paying whatever, 1%, 0.75, 1.2, whatever it is. And I got this relationship. I want to go by myself and save the assets under management fee, but it's kind of awkward. How do I get out of that? Is it very confrontational? Is it ugly? Is it a mess? The easy thing is just to keep on going and pay that 1%. Well, folks, just the other day, I talked to a financial coach from Fidelity. And they actually called me and set up the session. I have some of my bucket one money, which is money I need in the next 4 to 5 years, with Fidelity. It allows me a lot of options to pick from. Very low fees, a lot of options, money market funds, treasuries, great CDs, as well as stocks and mutual funds. Just a great portfolio over there at Fidelity. So they called me, and I got $160,000 with them. Not all of my bucket one, but I got a nice amount with them. So they called me to just share with me their offerings and walk me through their website. It was an hour of pure fun. I really enjoyed it. Well, one of the questions I asked this person was, how do you make this transfer? He says it's very easy, very easy. All you do for Fidelity is you call Fidelity and say, I want to switch. My money's with Ed Jones over here. I want to switch it to you. Option one, they'll handle the whole thing. They'll take some information from you. They'll send you a document that you need to sign, say, I want to take all my funds out of this and put it over here with the new company. And they can handle it all. Now, common courtesy, what Joe would do, I would let my advisor at Ed Jones in this example, nothing against Ed Jones, don't fire at me, but I would call them and say, hey, this isn't working out. Here's why. I've already made a decision. Don't try to talk me out of this. I want to let you know why, just for future reference and to help you be better for the next client. So take it as an opportunity to give them feedback. And it can just be a cost thing. Just say, I've already decided. You can do this by email. I prefer face-to-face, but you can do it by email, or you can do nothing, okay? You could do nothing and let the folks at Fidelity, in this case, handle it for you. Sorry, I dropped one of my notepads. Now, hey, I'm not compensated by Fidelity at all. It was just a phone call I had last week. So I see the risk in this is, and double check this, okay? But this is the way I understood the phone call, is at my Ed Jones account, if I had one, they would sell those assets and then transfer them over, and then you'd have to buy what you want. So in brokerage accounts, okay, be careful of tax, okay? So if you have capital gains, capital losses, you've got to manage through that. If you have a Roth or a traditional IRA, most likely there won't be an issue with that. But again, just watch out for tax. So that's the process. Now, I did learn a lot more things in my discussions with Fidelity that were I was very impressed with, okay? They provided really at any investment level a free financial consultant. Didn't say financial advisor, I said financial consultant. The guy was very knowledgeable, but I assumed he wasn't a certified financial planner. No, he wasn't. But he had a team of specialists on things like Roth conversions, annuities, Social Security, long-term care, and taxes that they would connect you with. Could call them as much as I wanted. I would get the same individual when I called in. This guy's name, I don't want to use his name, but it was, I wouldn't get a different advisor or coach every time I called in. I'd get the same one, and they would direct me to different team members. This person works on salary. Yes, they do get a commission on some products that they sell, but I was very impressed. If you want somebody to talk to, but you want to go alone, no pressure at all. Extremely low pressure, a call that I had. They do have the option for asset under management, but didn't give me a quote on what that would be at different investment levels. Really, he said it depends on your complexity. The model at Fidelity is they're trying to get as many people to put their money with them as possible. Okay, and they make money if you have your money with them. They make money, and it gives them opportunity to advance you to maybe more assets under management type work or sell some products to you. But they have this model of extremely low pressure sales. Their primary goal, this is extremely clear, was to earn your trust, to earn my trust. So what do you need, Joe? What are you thinking about? Have you thought about this? Have you thought about that? I thought it was a delightful call. And I was guarded. I was guarded at the beginning, but I was super impressed. He did say they do make some commissions, but he says it's not landslide commissions like $20,000. He said if you sell some product, you may be able to take your wife out to dinner. Is the actual quote he gave me. And you can actually, with them, if you want to not buy a mutual fund, you want to pick your own funds, and you want to have a discussion with them and say, I'd like these 25 companies. I don't want to pay any expense ratio. I want you to help me build this. And they'll build them for you and help you manage it. And all these have different fees associated with them that I really didn't get to explore that, what it was. But if you want to go back to the original question, I want to manage this by myself. Fidelity seems like just a great option. Easy transition. Let them do all the work if you want. Again, that's not the route I would take. Let them do all the work for you. You sign this document electronically, I assume, back and forth. They contact the Ed Jones in my example and make it all happen. Now, if I was from Ed Jones, I'd call you up and say, hey, what's going on? So you're probably going to have the phone call anyway or the email. So I would at least do an email conversation and say, hey, I've decided to make this. I'm firm in my decision, and here's the two things, the reasons why I'm doing it, and then that prevents that random phone call from coming into you. But also, this financial consultant walked me through their website, which I thought was fantastic. It was a fantastic website, kind of a mutual fund screener, fixed income screener for you. You want what's the best CD, a price that they can get, and they buy in bulk, so they get a little better price than you can get on your own. So overall, a fantastic experience and a fantastic option for you guys out there. Now, they do have, we've got some leaves blowing in front of me. They do have some software, on retirement, but folks, it's not anywhere close to what I see in new retirement. Use the link below for 2 free weeks. And when you have this new retirement and you stress test on your own, when you're talking to that consultant, you're going to be at a much higher level of discussion and understanding. It's going to be a graduate level course versus a 5th grade level course on what your options are. So you still got to do some work yourself. But you invest some money with them, and they provide somebody to talk to and answer some questions. You can't beat that. Very low pressure in my opinion. So I don't think the process is too complicated. I gave you Fidelity. I don't know what Vanguard's, transition is. I assume it's very similar, or somebody like Charles Schwab. But don't be hanging out in assets under management if you don't want that, because you're afraid of the conflict and the uncomfortable change. Let somebody like Fidelity handle that for you. Clear? Cool? It's Joe out.